Good morning, children. Oh, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Any doubts in what we covered last class? A general topic, I think easy to understand. Am I right?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So one of you tell me what is meant by addiction. What is meant by addiction? Addiction and also dependence we learn. Malavika, can you tell me what is meant by addiction?
It is a psychological attachment to the temporary feeling of wellness or euphoria, which we
Provided
get
by
from
these?
drugs.
Okay. Now what is meant by dependence, Mehek? Dependence we didn't discuss. I think we discussed, no? Yes. Mehek? Yes. It is a tendency of the body to
manifest a characteristic with unpleasant withdrawal syndrome behavior.
Can you mention some of the symptoms shown by these people, Gayatri? As part of withdrawal syndrome, anxiety, shakiness. Okay, okay, good. So we'll continue. And children, this topic is a general topic. You can share your experiences or your point of view. Not like the other chapter. We are not learning any complicated scientific phenomenon and all. Just a general topic. So this we already learned. Addiction is a psychological attachment to the effects like euphoria and a temporary feeling of well-being associated with the drugs and alcohol. And with repeated use, regularly using these drugs will result in the increase in the tolerance level of receptors. And as a result, these receptors will respond only to higher doses. This can lead to greater intake and addiction. And once they have got trapped into that vicious circle, it is not that easy to come out of the trap. Then dependence is the tendency of the body to manifest some characteristic and unpleasant withdrawal syndrome. So it involves a group of symptoms like shakiness, nausea, sweating, anxiety, etc. And many more can be added in the list. And all these happens, or this withdrawal syndrome arises when the regular usage of drugs that is suddenly, abruptly discontinued. This can lead to even social adjustment problems. Now we are going to learn about the different effects, how drug or alcohol abuse is affecting, how this usage of these regular usage of drugs and alcohol is affecting our body. First point, reckless behavior, vandalism and violence. So those who are addicts or those who are regularly using these products, they will exhibit reckless behavior, very careless attitude. They are not worried about the after effects. They are not worried about the dangers involved in their deeds. So they are least bothered even about the laws. So such a behavior is shown by them. So they get involved in different activities without having a second thought about the danger involved or whether it is against law. They are least bothered. Then vandalism. Vandalism means a tendency to destroy property, let it be private or public. They have a destructive tendency, a tendency to destroy properties. And violence, they'll exhibit violent behavior. More or less, these three are related. Coma and death due to respiratory failure, heart failure, or cerebral hemorrhage. So regular usage or being addicted to these substances can lead to respiratory failure, or else it can even result in heart failure. Even cerebral hemorrhage means bleeding in the brain. It can, the usage of these drugs can increase your blood pressure and can lead to a damage of the blood vessels in the brain, leading to bleeding there. cerebral hemorrhage. Bleeding can take place in the brain, which can lead to all these: respiratory failure, heart failure, or cerebral hemorrhage can result in the death, or even more painful status, coma stage. The patient will be, they will be alive. The people will be alive, but they won't be able to sense their surroundings. So it is very painful for the people who are closer to him, like with the relatives or family members. So the person, once death is happening, means I'm not saying that that is that easy, but once they enter into the coma stage, their sufferings will be increased. So because of the regular usage, this can affect the respiratory system, your cardiovascular system, and it can even lead to bleeding in the brain, taking the person to a coma stage. Or in severe cases, it can result in the death of the person. Next point, drugs in combination with alcohol. So drug addicts, they can even abuse alcohol also. So in such case, this can lead to overdosage, leading to death. The people who are using all these, they never think about their family members who are dependent on them. That is what I said in the beginning. They exhibit a reckless behavior. They are not seeing the consequences of their behavior or their habits. They just want to get the temporary feeling of happiness or temporary pleasure out of it. But they are not thinking about the far-reaching consequences. They don't think about their family members. Damages the nervous system and can lead to liver cirrhosis. Liver can be damaged. The nervous system as such can be affected due to regular usage of these substances. Mental and financial distress to family and friends, because they are least bothered whether they have enough amount, enough money to satisfy their day-to-day needs, whether they are cooking food at home, whether they are starving. So they are not bothered. And they, even the money they have or the savings they have, all that they will use for satisfying their needs in the sense that to get or to obtain these drugs and alcohol, that also on payment only they will get. So the entire amount, even if they are working, the amount what they get, the remuneration which they receive, all that they'll be using for or they'll be spending to get these products. And they are not worried about the education of the children, the day-to-day life, day-to-day needs, how they are getting satisfied. They are least bothered because they are unaware. They're, in a way, you can say they are cut off from the surroundings. They are unaware of what is happening around them. They are just engaged in obtaining it and just remaining unconscious. Okay, mental and financial distress to the family and friends. Mental agony, no need to say, because one of the family member is addicted to these substances. Definitely, it's a so much of distress to the parents as well as whoever is there in the family, friends, all will be mentally disturbed, and at the same time, financially also, it is very, it's causing so much of problems to the people associated with that person. Once again, I'll repeat the points. The effects caused: reckless behavior, vandalism, and violence. Then, because of respiratory failure, heart failure, or cerebral hemorrhage, it can lead to coma or even death. When the drugs are used in combination with alcohol, it might lead to overdosage, resulting in the death of the person. It can damage the nervous system and can even lead to liver cirrhosis. Mentally and financially, it can be distressful to the family and relatives.
Ma'am,
Next point, you want me to repeat?
ma'am, what is liver cirrhosis?
It is affecting the damage. The liver tissues get damaged. And liver cirrhosis, not only in alcohol users, in other people also, in certain other people also, liver cirrhosis is found. But liver cirrhosis, the liver tissues are damaged beyond repair. And then, you know, the role of liver in detoxification and many other functions it performs. And once it results in liver cirrhosis, gradually it can lead to the death of the person. Liver, you know, it's an organ that can regenerate. But in case of liver cirrhosis, it will reach a stage beyond repair. Okay, Punya? Yes. Say no to drugs. Very, very important. This segment is included in the textbook because to create awareness. So as to create awareness among youngsters so that they will never use these drugs. Even when you get a chance, be bold enough to say no to drugs. You might get tempted because after your schooling, you might enter into a new world. You might go to colleges, or you might go away from, like, you may not be continuing your studies in the same state or in nearby institutions. You might go abroad, you might go to other countries, or you might go to different parts of our country. So everywhere, teachers won't be there to monitor. Like in schools, teachers are like policemen. You might have thought at times. Now I think it is less. But when you're coming regularly to the school, at times you might have felt these people are just doing the work of policemen, always watching, monitoring. Sometimes you get irritated also, not sometimes. Many times you might have got irritated. But our intention is good. I don't know. You will realize it later in your life. But after your school days, teachers, they won't be that bothered because you're grown up. You will reach 18 years. So then nobody will be bothered. You have to take care of yourself. Your parents won't be there to monitor you because you will be away from them. In many of the cases, in the case of many students, you will be carrying out your higher studies in somewhere else. So then it's your duty to take care of yourself. Don't fall into all these traps, how much ever you get tempted, and always choose your friends wisely. You need not have so many friends, but the friends you choose should be carried out very carefully. Okay, because the influence of your friends can change you a lot. Okay, children, remember all these points later in your life. Spread of infectious diseases like AIDS. So we are continuing with the different effects of drug and alcohol abuse. Very important point. These people never realize the danger behind, because some of the dreadful diseases like AIDS, hepatitis B, etc. can spread through blood. So when they use the same syringes, they sit in groups and inject these drugs. They'll be sharing the same drugs. So this can result in the spread of diseases like AIDS and HIV, because they are directly injecting into the vein using the same needles or syringes. Use of drugs and alcohol by pregnant women, it can affect the fetus. So here it is not very common, but there are places where even females are addicted to drugs and alcohol. So when she is pregnant, if she is using all these, it can affect the fetus. Definitely it is going to affect her health, whether she is pregnant or not. But when the child is there, or when the fetus is there in a womb, so two of them will be badly affected. Loss of sexual drive and necrospermia. So they will lose, the people involved, they will lose their desire to get involved in the sexual activity, and necrospermia, reduction in the number of living sperms. So in case of males, you know that healthy sperms are necessary to remain, or only then they can reproduce. If there are there is a definite percentage of living and healthy sperms, only they'll be able to reproduce. But this regular usage can reduce the number of, or the percentage of living and healthy sperms in their semen. So with that, we have completed the different effects of using drugs. We'll repeat all the points once again. We'll start with the first one, reckless behavior. Punya, reckless behavior, vandalism and violence. Second point, coma and death due to respiratory failure, heart failure, cerebral hemorrhage. So from this sentence itself, you can understand it's affecting all your major systems, your respiratory system, your circulatory system, nervous system. All the major systems are affected, and it can lead to coma or death. When it is used in combination with alcohol, When drugs are used in combination with alcohol, that can lead to overdosage, resulting in the death of the person. It can damage our nervous system. Regular usage can weaken the nerves and affect your nervous system and can lead to liver cirrhosis. Mental and financial distress of family and friends. It goes without saying, if there is a drunkard or if in the family a person is addicted to these drugs and alcohol, it's a lifelong agony for the people who are related to him unless he comes out of that particular habit. And financially also, the person may not be working and he might be taking away all the savings and spending it for obtaining these drugs and alcohol, leading to financial distress. And they'll be borrowing also from their friends and relatives because they want, because without satisfying their requirements. We already learned about the tolerance level, increase in the tolerance level of receptors. In the beginning, they will need only less amount, but as they get addicted, as they use it regularly, the tolerance level of the receptors will increase and they will have to take more amounts to satisfy their requirements. And that also will worsen the situation. Then it can lead to the spread of some dangerous diseases like AIDS and hepatitis, especially when they sit in groups and inject these needles, inject these drugs into their medicine, inject these drugs into their vein using the same syringes. And when it is used by pregnant ladies, it can affect the fetus also, along with affecting their own health. Loss of sexual drive and necrospermia. Necrospermia means reduction in the number of living and healthy sperms in the semen of the males. Now next, no doubts, or we'll have a quick recap and then proceed. You can start. We'll start with Michael. First point. Need not be in any order. You can say it in any order. Yes.
What means vandalism?
Vandalism means tendency to destroy public as well as private properties. They'll be very destructive. Yes, Michael.
Reckless behavior, violence, and vandalism.
Reckless behavior, vandalism, and
violence.
Okay. Naureen, second point.
Coma and death due to respiratory failure, heart failure, and cerebral hemorrhage.
Hemorrhage. Okay, Sharon.
Damage of nervous system and liver cirrhosis.
Good. Next point, Meenakshi.
Family and friends. Mental and financial.
Mental and financial distress. Okay, Gayatri.
Combination of drug and alcohol result in overdosing and even death.
Yes. Dona?
Ma'am, the effects of alcohol and drugs. Use of drugs and alcohol by pregnant women can affect the fetus.
Yes. Anna?
They can spread infectious diseases like HIV, AIDS, hepatitis.
How?
By taking the same.
Using the same syringes to inject these drugs. Okay. Why you people are so serious? In between, you just smile, no, so that I can also be relieved of my stress. You people are very serious. Even while answering, you are serious. Warning signs of drug or alcohol abuse in adolescents. Very, very important. Okay. You can share your points, children. This is a topic where so much of it is relevant to your age. If some experiences are there with your friends or relatives, you can share that. Or you can, your own views, you can say. Need not sit simply. This is not very, what to say, very specific topic where only after learning or reading you can explain. This is a general topic. So you can share your views. I expect the same. First point, drop in academic performance and absence from school. So these people, once they, or these children, especially in the case of adolescents, so these are the warning signs of drug and alcohol abuse in adolescents. So once they get into this trap, or once they start using all these, slowly, they will show a poor academic performance. Even if the child was very bright, who was a high achiever, gradually it will reduce. His academic performance will become weak, and continuously he will become absent from the school. He is losing interest in academics. Okay. Next point, lack of interest in personal hygiene. So when you are in your normal senses, not addicted to any of these drugs, you'll be more conscious about yourself. You will take care that you bath regularly, brush regularly, eat regularly. But when these people are using these drugs or alcohol, they are not bothered about their personal hygiene. Withdrawal and isolation. So they don't want to face public. Even they love to get isolated. They like to remain inside a closed room. Maybe if they have their personal room, they spend most of the time there. And they don't want to face people. They withdraw from all social gatherings. They love to get isolated. Depression, fatigue, always they feel tired, depressed, aggressive. The cheerfulness will disappear. They won't be pleasant. They'll be always depressed, so tired, aggressive and rebellious behavior, very aggressive. So for silly reasons also they get so angry, and they'll be exhibiting so rebellious behavior, even to parents, teachers and all. They'll be back answering. So their attitude, their behavior are such changes. So that much influence these substances have on your behavior, your attitudes. Change in sleeping and eating habits. I told no, they are not concerned about eating regularly, sleeping. Normally, you know, when do you sleep? You have regular timings when you sleep and when you eat. But all that will not be followed by these affected people. Affected people means those who are addicted to these substances. Fluctuations in weight. Fluctuations in weight. Okay, fluctuations in weight. Their body weight will fluctuate. Loss of appetite. They don't feel like taking food. Like in the beginning, the previous point that we discussed was change in sleeping and eating habits. So they lose their interest in eating at regular intervals, loss of appetite, weight loss, fluctuations in weight, because they are not regularly eating food. They are completely dependent on these drugs. Deteriorating, loss of interest in hobbies. A child who was interested or who was spending time on his favorite hobbies, they lose interest in all that. They won't get any more involved in those hobbies. Maybe a child who was good at drawing and used to spend time for painting, drawing and all, they will lose interest in all that, because their behavior, their attitudes as such are being changed. Deteriorating relationships with family and friends. I told you already, they like to get isolated. They withdraw from all social gatherings. They don't want to face anyone. So if we don't interact, how can we maintain good relationships with family members as well as with friends? Tendency to steal when the abuser is unable to get money to get drugs. And many cases, these adolescents, they won't be earning. So they'll be depending on the pocket money given by their parents. So once it is being used for getting all these, they will need more amount. I told you the dosage level is also increasing gradually. So they need more amount. For that, they need to get the source. So when they can't satisfy their needs with the limited pocket money given to them, they will have to steal from their own family or even from others also, because they are not worried. They are not worried about the consequences of doing so. They are just worried about getting these drugs and satisfying their need and getting the pleasure out of it, that, for the feeling of that euphoria, or for getting cut off from the surroundings. They just want these products and they are least bothered how this will be, how or what others will think, what are the consequences, whether it will be shame for my family members or friends, all that they are not worried about. Okay, once again, all these are the warning signs. So if such a, if these cases, if any of these cases are noted in adolescents, the parents, teachers and elders have to be very careful and they have to find out the root cause. Every time that may not be due to drug abuse. So if these signals are found, there can be several reasons: withdrawing from public gathering, or liking to remain in a closed room. All that may not be because of these drug abuse. There can be several reasons. But if these signals are found, or if these signs are found, the elders, the family members, or the teachers, they have to be careful and they have to find out the underlying cause. Once again, drop in academic performance, absence from school, lack of interest in personal hygiene, withdrawal and isolation, depression, fatigue, aggressive and rebellious behavior, change in the sleeping and eating habits, fluctuation in weight and appetite, loss of interest in hobbies, deteriorating relationships with family and friends, a tendency to steal, to buy these drugs. Okay. Let's have a quick recap. Steffi can start. What are the warning signs?
Drop in academics, loss of appetite and weight fluctuation.
Only one point I asked. Michael, next point.
Withdrawal and isolation.
Withdrawal and isolation. Meenakshi?
Deteriorating relationship with family and friends.
Already it was mentioned, you know. Somebody said deteriorating relationships. One more point.
Lack of interest in personal relationships.
Lack of interest in hobbies. Malavika?
Depression, fatigue, and aggressive behavior.
Depression, fatigue, and aggressiveness. Punya?
Changing eating and sleeping patterns.
A change in the sleeping and eating patterns. Sharon?
Lack of interest in personal hygiene.
No interest in personal hygiene. Then Naureen?
Tendency to steal when they're unable
Tendency
to get
to steal when they cannot get enough money. They will have to, no other way for them. They have to get these drugs and they'll steal. Yes, Donna, any more point we left out?
No, ma'am.
All the points we listed? Yes? Okay.
Tendency to steal.
That was told just now. Nevin, where are you? You have become invisible. Problem with the camera?
Service.
Yes?
Service. Service.
Okay. Naureen?
Ma'am, power when.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Power
Naureen, I
when.
heard. It's okay. I understand. Now next. Sports persons, they also misuse narcotic analgesics, anabolic steroids, diuretics, and certain hormones to increase their muscular strength and bulk and to promote aggressiveness. You might have heard about doping. Yes or no? The sports person, they misuse these drugs because they want to improve their academic performance. And you might have heard about several instances where these the medals which they received were withdrawn later. Once the results come and they realize that these athletes or the sports person, they had used any of these banned drugs to improve their academic performance, it's a great shame for them and these medals will be taken back. Many eminent sports person like Maria Sharapova, Diego Maradona, so many eminent sports person, they have got involved in this issue. And why do they use all these? They use so that they can improve their academic performance. It will give extra strength to a body and performance, and hence they can score, or they can do well in the sports meet or in their event. They will be able to perform better with the help of these drugs. Actually, all these drugs, there are several drugs which are banned, which they should not use, but they use all that just for improving their performance. And here, some of the terms are given. Narcotic analgesics. I think narcotics, the term is very familiar, no? Narcotics is a dirty business. I think those who have seen the movie, they might be remembering the dialogue. What do you mean by narcotics? Huh? Sharon was smiling. Tell me, what is, you heard the term, no, in the movie Lucifer? Yes. What is narcotics?
Ma'am, drugs, right?
All these drugs means the drugs which can affect your behavior, your attitude, cause drowsiness. As such, your body gets affected, but at the same time, these drugs can be used in the medical field to relieve the pain and all. Already we have discussed about it. Analgesics means pain relievers. But when these are used for uses other than medicinal purpose or in frequencies or doses, then that is required. You already learned the definition for drug abuse. Then anabolic steroids, that also will help in increasing their muscle strength and body weight. And diuretics. Diuretics are drugs or medicines which are taken to release or to remove the excess water and salts from their body. So diuretics will help in increasing the urine production, so that excess water and salts will be removed from the body. The advantage is that in certain events like wrestling and all, this will this powerlifting or weightlifting, that will help them to keep their body weight, help them to lower their body weight. And that is also against law. It is prohibited. They are not supposed to use it. Then certain hormones are also injected. All these are meant for increasing their muscle strength and bulk, promote aggressiveness, which will result in better athletic performance. Then next we need to learn about the different side effects of these drugs. Anabolic steroids. Just now we learned anabolic steroids are used by, along with so many other substances, we learned about anabolic steroids. So the after effects, how once these are abused, how it can affect adolescent males and females, which you will be learning in the next period. Okay. So we can have a quick recap of all the points that we learned. Okay. We started with the different effects of drug or alcohol abuse. From Mehak, we can start. What are the different effects of drug and alcohol abuse? Already he listed out the points. We have a few more minutes, so I don't want to start the new topic. Yes.
Reckless behavior, violence.
Reckless behavior, vandalism, and violence. Then, Donna, next point.
Damage of the nervous system.
Damage of the nervous system.
And liver.
Liver cirrhosis. Then, Steffi. Steffi, next point.
Yes, mental and financial distress. To
Mental
the
and financial distress to the family and friends. Rijas?
Coma and death.
Coma and death. What results in coma and death?
Respiratory failure, heart failure, or
cerebral hemorrhage. Then a few more points. Meenakshi?
Alcohol by pregnant women can affect the fetus.
Alcohol or drug use by pregnant women can affect the fetus. Anthony?
Combination of drugs with alcohol can lead to death.
Once again?
A combination of
combination of drugs and alcohol can lead to overdosage resulting in death. Yes, Punya? I'm not able to hear you, child.
Ma'am?
Now I can hear.
Spread of infectious diseases.
Spread
like
of infectious diseases like
AIDS and hepatitis B.
through the syringes that they share. Okay. Vidar?
Use of drugs and alcohol by pregnant women affects fetus.
Use of?
Drugs and alcohol by
He told, Anthony told that point. Last point.
Loss of sexual drive and
Loss of sexual drive and necrospermia. Okay. Then after that, we learned about the warning signs found in adolescents who abuse drugs. Michael?
They drop in academic
Drop in
performance.
academic performance, being absent from the school. Then, Naureen?
Lack of interest in personal
Lack
hygiene.
of interest in public hygiene. Mehek?
Withdrawal and isolation.
Withdrawal and isolation. Then, Donna? Quick.
Loss of interest in hobbies.
Loss of interest in hobbies. Then, Rijas? What about the relationships?
Depression, fatigue, aggressive.
Depression, fatigue, aggressiveness. What about the relationships? One of you say that point, Anna? The relationships with family and friends will be affected or deteriorated. Then the last point, very, very important point. Anna? Tendency to steal to meet their requirements. Okay. Then I told you about certain drugs used by sports person. List them. Gayatri, list those. Narcotic analgesics.
Anabolic steroids.
Anabolic steroids.
And diuretics.
Diuretics. Okay. And children, I forgot to tell you, we'll be starting seminar sessions. Hope you know about seminar. You can choose any topic from this particular lesson, but see that the same topic is not repeated. Okay. And from next class onwards, we'll start our seminar session. So next period, we'll discuss more about it. And by the time, I think, when we meet next period, be prepared with a topic. Not to present next period. Just the topic I want to know. And next class onwards, we can start. Agreed? See you next period. We have 2 periods, no?
Yes,
2 periods we have? Okay. See you next period.
Thank you, ma'am.